Hi guys! So how are you doing? So thank you so much for coming back. Today I created a look, which was like a spring look, I guess. Yeah, like these perfect like pinky colors. I'm really excited to show you guys how to do it. So please, if you like it, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So all my foundation is done and I just want to go straight into the eyebrows. I use the Anastasia pomade and I use an angled brush. I start at the outer corner of the tail of my eyebrow and just fill it in because that's where you always want it to be the darkest. And in the front, I don't really dip back into the pomade. I just basically move the product towards the front to make it like a gradual fade. Next, I just grab a little bit more of the product just to put it more at the ends of my brows, and I just mix it around to make it a little bit warm in the cap of the Anastasia pomade, and then after I just brush it out so it doesn't look so crazy. Next, I just grab a regular angled brush and I go in with the Morphe brow palette and I just use the first shade in the front just to make that fade so you can have a sick fade in the front. And yeah, just brush it out through the rest of my eyebrow. Next, I use my favorite concealer ever. Just swatch it on the back of my hand, just because I don't really use that much product, just to clean up around the eyebrow. Next, I use the Decay primer potion just to prime my lids to make sure my eyeshadow lasts all day. And I just spread it with my finger and then I set it with translucent powder so it just gives it a nice base. Next, I'm using my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, my favorite at the moment. I'm just going to go in with Peach Smoothie, my favorite color ever because it's just a nice transition color. Brainstorming on what to use next, I decided to use Crème Brûlée and put it in my transition area, which is in between the eyelid and the brow bone, and just sweep it back and forth. Next, I go in with Cupcake and I just mix it with Crème Brûlée just to give it more like a pinky vibe in the background, and I just blend them together. Next, I go in with Country Girl and using a pencil brush, I put it on the outer corner just to intensify the color. Then I just go in with my blending brush and just blend it out into the other colors. Not knowing what color to use next, I swatch Cinderella and decide to use it. I pick up a flat shading brush and I just pack it all over the eyelid, then realize it's not dark enough, so I decided to use my finger because it just makes my life a little bit easier. And next, to give it that glowy effect, I go into Peachless and just pack it all over the eyelid as well. Next, I go in with another flat brush, which is clean, and I go in with my Fix Plus so I can spray it all over Peachless, and it gives it this pretty, like, almost glitter-like effect. Next, I use Cherry Cola, and I just put it on the outer V to make it look a little bit darker and give it more of like a burgundy effect, deep burgundy. Next, I go in with my blending brush just to blend all the colors together and make it look really nice. Then I go back in with Peachless just to make it a little bit darker. Next, I go in with Americano because clearly I'm not satisfied with how dark this eyeshadow looks. And yeah, just give it a little nice blending effect. Next, I go in with this cream color in the Natural Mattes palette for the brow bone to give it a nice highlight. Next, it's time for glitter, but first I use the Too Faced primer, the glitter primer, and I just put it on my inner corner so it doesn't budge or move or anything. I'm using the NYX Face and Body Glitter in the color Ice, and I just put it on the inner corners to make my eyes look a little bit more awake. Next, for the bottom lash line, I use Country Girl and I just smudge it at the bottom. The brush I'm using is a pointed pencil brush, so it really gets in between the lashes. And once I'm done with all my eyeshadow, I just curl my lashes, stick on some falsies, and we're good to go. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I used all Makeup Geek eyeshadows right here. These are all from Makeup Geek, so I'm going to put everything in the description box. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel.